I'm Jo Ling Kent with Fox Business. We're here at the Microsoft Windows Devices event. I'm joined by Corporate Vice President Yusuf Mehdi of Windows and Devices. You have a slew of new devices for us today, but the real headliner is this Surface Book laptop.
Yes.
Why did you guys decide to make a laptop for the first time ever now? It's 2015. Why get into this business?
Well, one of the things that we've tried to do a lot with Microsoft devices is to pioneer new categories. When we see an opportunity to reinvent, like we did with the Surface Pro, where people had to make a choice, do I buy a tablet or a laptop? We said, let's remove that choice. Now you just buy a Surface, it can do both. We saw the opportunity to build the world's ultimate laptop. And then let me show you kind of briefly what it is. This is now twice the power of the MacBook Pro in its class. Incredible performance for computing, but you could do a few things you couldn't do before. You have, for example, now touch, which you can't do on the MacBook Pro, so you can scroll up and down. You have the pen, and on the pen you can actually write directly on the pages with incredible latency, so you now have creativity.
And you can erase it too.
And you can erase, yeah, good point. You know the product better than I do. And then you have an incredible muscle wire capability that lets you undock, and now you have the lightest, most powerful PC ever made. Feel it.
Now, as you undock the screen and turn it into basically a workbook or a tablet, is the idea here really to appeal to the enterprise customer and maybe see that as your primary revenue stream?
Well, what we're trying to do here is this is really kind of a higher end device. It's for artists, graphic designers, industrial people who want this kind of power. So this will work in enterprise, but it'll also work in the creative industries. Anyone who really wants the power to create. Versus, say, Surface Pro 4, which relative to the MacBook Air, 50% faster, great for students, great for mobile professionals. So kind of each range.
What was the biggest challenge as you were creating this Surface Book? Because there's so much competition out there. Even though, yeah, you're maybe faster than the current MacBook, there's no doubt that Mac and Apple are preparing to launch a whole new set of devices really soon on the laptop front.
Well, comparatively speaking, it's twice as fast. And it does have touch and pen and the detachable screen. So it has versatility like you can't get before. The challenge was there was an amazing amount of technical engineering feat. We had to figure out how to get the thinnest, cleanest glass, how to get parallax and latency on the pen so it feels like you're writing on paper, and how to get all of that power into a machine that still can be incredibly light for its class.
You also unveiled phones today. Microsoft certainly, in terms of software, is not winning the race versus Samsung and Apple. What do you hope to accomplish with these two Lumias and that cheaper Lumia, that third one you also unveiled?
Yeah. So back in July, we announced a kind of a refocusing of our strategy on phone to go after really kind of two key audiences, people who love Windows and business enterprise customers who want a productive phone. And then since then, what we've done now with the launch of Windows 10 is we've had 110 million people using Windows 10 on these devices, and they want the best phone. So what we've built here with the Lumia 950 is the world's most powerful Windows phone. It's incredibly powerful. It'll run, Office comes included with the device. And what works nice is now the comparison with your Windows on your machine and Windows on your phone, it's the same experience. Your apps flow over, Cortana works properly, but when you plug it in, it can actually work like a PC. So as we showed today here at the event, you can plug in your USB-C, and now you can use Office with a keyboard and mouse as if you're actually using it on your PC.
So it's very much about the ecosystem of connecting all of your devices, having a synced up kind of productivity level here. Is that something that you learned from other companies, say Apple, that really do have a very synced up ecosystem, and they've had it for a while now?
Well, we've had our own unique take on it. So I think you're right that the ability to bring together a more complete lineup of hardware has been kind of new. We've been working with our OEM partners, and that's been a nice thing now. Together, we've been working with them to build a Windows ecosystem. So for example, Dell and HP are actually reselling the Surface Pro 3 with their hardware to enterprise customers and providing the service and support. The opportunity to start to get these to work together is really unlocked by Windows 10.
All right, well, you also have a new barometer on this Microsoft band, which is cool. You can check elevation. What was the motivation behind that?
Well, the nice thing about the band here is we have something unique in terms of these types of bands. One of the things that you'll know is there are kind of three classes of devices. High-end, fancy watches that cost $800, these step trackers for $59, and then the Microsoft Band, which is a great blend of the two. It's a device that can be more productive and provide you the best health capabilities. So take a look here. We've got the ability to do running, weightlifting, biking, even golf. It'll track your golf detection. So the capability here is to really have a band that can be with you 24 hours a day to help you live healthier and be more productive.
Looking at Microsoft more broadly as a company, how do you think over the past several months the new CEO, Satya Nadella, has changed things inside Microsoft as you're trying to create these new products to actually, disrupt and put a dent in some of the sales figures?
Yeah. Well, Satya's brought a lot of great things to the company. He's brought really great energy. There's a lot of sort of renewed passion and vigor. But I think the biggest thing I would point out is he talks a lot about having a growth mindset, learning from other great ideas, pushing the envelope and saying, hey, how do we get better and faster every day? And pushing for excellence in the devices. He said, find the thing that we can really be unique and deliver some value that other people are not doing in the world. And I think that's what drives our sort of desire to innovate with these devices and do things that haven't been done before.
Were you around for President Xi Jinping's visit, the president of China?
I wasn't participating in the meetings, but I was around when he was there.
What was that like? What did you guys take away from that visit? What does the president of China want from Microsoft?
I think what he wants is he wants to have the great products and services that his customers love. He wants to see those come to China and work well in the China market.